If you are feeling nervous or scared about starting your weight loss journey, and you're not sure whether you should say yes to that next program or coach, and you're really fearful whether you are actually able to achieve weight loss success, this video is for you, because I am going to support you today to start thinking about and believing into your weight loss success. But let's spend some time together talking about this, because firstly, that fear piece of not succeeding is completely warranted if you've had interactions with weight loss support or programs that haven't worked. In anything in life, if we've tried with something and it just hasn't worked for us, it doesn't create a load of buy-in to want to continue trying, does it? We want to feel success, and that helps us to be energized and driven to continue doing the thing that we said yes to, if it's working. So it's no surprise that you're fearful about taking that next step. It's no surprise. And I understand that emotion firsthand. And I got so close to settling, thinking that I was going to remain a bigger person my whole life. I got so close to actually just going, this is the way it is, and settling for not being happy and that being the norm for me. But I was fortunate enough to actually go, no, this is not okay. I'm being half the person I want to be. I'm walking into rooms and I'm not actually projecting my personality. I'm hiding myself because I'm worried about what people think of me. And I was really fortunate that I had that awakening to go, no. So I think you have that awakening. I think you have that piece of you inside of you that also has that feeling too, where you're like, I want to make some changes. I deserve to make some changes. But if you've tried and tried and tried and it hasn't worked up to now, I completely understand why you might feel a little bit stuck and a bit fearful of taking that next step. But today, we are absolutely going to peel back the onion and think about this in a completely different way. I want you to leave today going, I have got this, I'm doing this, and I'm not settling for this. I am going to make a forever change, and I want you to feel excited for that. If there's one thing I can give you today, it is the excitement and belief to take that next step to make a forever change. And I've got a few bits I want to chat through with you. So firstly, if you've been stuck for a while, a lengthened amount of time, and you've tried things, but nothing's changing, and I'm guarantee there's probably this level of frustration and gosh, the amount of time it's probably taking up from an internal dialogue perspective. How many conversations are you having with yourself right now about food choices, whether you should wear that outfit, what diet or food group you're going to try to take out on Monday, or whatever that might look like? It must be consuming at this point. And if it's been going on a long while, this is a clear indication we've got to make a forever change, and it's time to get unstuck, because whilst we're still stuck, it's taking up so much of you, so much of that internal dialogue that could be used on so many other beautiful areas of your life. I know it's really hard to envisage, a day where you wake up and you actually just get dressed and don't even think about it. Because when I was a bigger person, I wouldn't, if someone said to me, Emily, there's going to be a time in 10 years time where you actually just, you always fit the same clothes all the time and you just get up and get dressed, you don't even think about it, I'd be like, that's not possible. Because it was so traumatizing for me at the time. And it took me so long to get dressed, and clothes shopping was an absolute nightmare for me. But what if I told you that there was actually a possibility where you could get to the point where it's just, you just get up and get dressed and you don't even think about it. It just feels good. And that's the reality. And that's why if you have been stuck for a while, it's time to make a forever change. And it's time to not settle for that way of doing things because it just doesn't serve us. It really doesn't. The second as well is going through the journey and successfully making a change, sustainable change. It isn't just about the body. We may all identify surface level goals, surface levels weight loss goals that we want to create, X amount of pounds, X amount of dress sizes. But it isn't just about those visual changes. It is about the personal development and the mindset development. It's actually about creating a new identity. And what I mean by that is the woman you are today isn't the woman you will become. The woman you become, she manages life slightly differently. And the identity shift is magical. And it comes in lots of different variations for different women. But if you are currently in a position where maybe just exercising just feels too much right now, what about your new identity? What if I told you that your new identity was you actually got up and you actually craved it and you actually wanted to do it? Oh my goodness, your body was actually energetically ready to do it. I mean, how amazing is that? You know, especially if you spent many years like just hating exercise, because I did. Oh my goodness, PE at school was just, hard work and very difficult. So to flip over and then be in a position where you actually want to engage in moving your body, and it's not, you know, emotionally tiring and forceful to do it. It's actually freeing and you want to show up for it. It's just magical. And it's the same with the food piece as well. An identity where you eat a sensible amount that your body needs, but you actually feel content and detached from food after you've eaten, in the sense of you eat the food and then you move on with your day and you're not obsessed with food anymore. You're just like, I've eaten my food, I feel good, right, off I go, blah, blah, blah. And suddenly there's more to life than this internal dialogue of, oh, my body image or food. It's just, your identity is just easier. There's more flow and there's more space for so many other amazing variables in your life. And to do this, we have to support the body and the mind. And we've had clients that have lost a lot of weight in the past, and they've said, I lost this weight, but I just felt the most detached from my body I've ever felt, because there wasn't any mindset support. The weight had been lost too quickly as well. And their mind hadn't been able to catch up with the rate of change that they've made. And the thing is these, you know, these women, they lost the weight because they wanted to feel at peace with their body. So it didn't really matter how much weight they lost if the outcome still remained that they didn't feel at peace. So going through the journey is about making sure that, yes, we create those practical visual changes that you want to create, that, you know, as long as they're aligned and they're healthy, but whilst also supporting your mindset to start working with your body as a team, and for you to start becoming familiar and comfortable with your body. And we are also uniquely different, okay? There is no such thing as a perfect body. We all have our own idea of happy when it comes to our unique bodies, and that's the way it should be. But you need to be your body's number one cheerleader. And we have to focus on creating that. And we have to focus on working through a lot of that self-talk, a lot of that internal dialogue, a lot of those self-sabotaging behaviors whilst going through the journey. And that's what makes for an amazing transformation. So if you have some openness to want to be able to have that support, and you haven't had it before, if you haven't had that support in your weight loss journey up to now, then I'm not surprised that perhaps it was hard to maintain and perhaps it didn't actually make a change for you. You know, if it was very focused on a plan or a program with the practical bits in, like the workout and a nutrition plan, if that's what you had available to you, and even worse than that, if it came from a digital app, then really you just purchased a form of digital software rather than actual coaching, an actual transformative, an actual transformative experience. The weight loss industry is very much full of online digital companies that use digital software to make a lot of money, to automate programs, to churn out, to deliver higher volume? Is that what us women really need to get from A to B? Does that really work for us? If it hasn't worked for you, that's not your fault, because it didn't work for me. And it hasn't worked for hundreds of the women that we've supported. And it's no surprise that it hasn't worked either. We are all uniquely different. And we need to be able to have the support in place for what your body physically needs. Yes, through nutrition. Yes, through exercise. But we also need that support to be able to go through that identity shift from a mindset perspective. We need that support to rewrite the habits we've created up to this point. We need that support to believe in our success, to step into that next identity. You know, you might think at the moment that going in and buying a certain item of clothing that you desire is really scary. And say you start your journey and you lose, okay, hypothetically, you lose 10 pounds and you go into that shop and you're like, oh, I really want to try that dress on. But like my old identity was like, no, 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 no. Your coach is there to be like, yes, 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 yes. You are trying that dress on today. And you go in, you try it on, and it all feels a bit nervous because it's uncomfortable, because up to now, you know, you would never dream of trying that dress on, but you try it on and you're like, oh my goodness, it's on. And oh my goodness, I feel good. You know, I feel good in this dress, without your coach there actually saying, I give you permission to go and do this. You might not have taken that step. And those are the steps we have to take to start building that amazing relationship with your body. And I can't stress enough that we go out and we problem solve the things in our lives that aren't working. But we limit ourselves when we come to problem solving this specific area. We go to the, I'm going to say it, we go to the cheapest solution sometimes. But why are we going to the cheapest solution when what we put into our bodies determines our quality of life when it comes to nutrition? You know, us as women with our hormone function, we are an equivalent, a reflection of our hormones. And nutrition is so closely tied to our hormone function. It's just not an area that we should be budgeting on. It's an area that is having great impact in our quality of lives. And it's the area that, you know, warrants a great investment to make a forever change. No amount of shoes, bags, or anything like that will ever fix how you are feeling. And we've had many clients that have bought lots and lots and lots of things and actually gone, no, it just didn't equate. And I totally agree. You know, I bought lots of things when I was a bigger person in the hope that it would just satisfy me. And actually, in the moment of purchasing, and maybe that day, I would feel great and I would escape the, oh, I don't feel good about myself. But soon be it, the next day, that feeling of I don't feel good about myself, I don't feel connected with my body will be back present with me. But I would have spent all of that money on all those things. So what's interesting as well, by going through the journey myself, I'm really minimalistic now. And I think that's down to just waking up and feeling whole and feeling like I've got a positive dialogue going with my body. Like there's no desire to then go and fill that void with materialistic things, but there absolutely was before. And some might say that I am quite minimalistic now, and I don't desire going shopping loads or anything like that, just because, you know, I've got my clothes and that's cool and there's no void, which is quite interesting. And that, again, that's a transition in identity. But I would just go back to the point that if there hasn't been that support with another human being that's got your back, and you've been relying on like mainstream or ebooks or diet groups, things like that, they aren't supportive for sustainable weight loss. You know, they are not supportive and they don't often work. So what about if we gave your mind and your body some care and attention, some TLC, some unique support, actually focused on what's going to work for you? And you deserve that. You absolutely do. And the third piece is, have you received an education? Because it is so important to learn the whys and hows behind your transformation. It's really important to learn your body so you can continue on with your life over the next 10, 20, 30 years and know how to manage your body, mind and body. Know how to manage your nutrition. Know what exercise is optimum for your body. It's an educational journey where we get to really learn the intricacy of the female body. And this is so valuable for the next generation also. So a lot of women that we connect with, they actively want to learn. It's something we look for in clients. Do you want to learn an education behind this journey? Because there is one to learn. And they're like, yes. And it's amazing because they then have all of this education to pass on to their children. You know, when their daughter first has her period, they will understand the transition that she's going through. When their daughter maybe comes home and whispers about a trend diet that's, you know, a fad at the moment, they will be able to go, hang on a mo, let me just give you the science behind this. We don't need to enter into that. You know, this is what balance looks like, and let me show you why. That's what I believe that we should have in the school curriculum anyway. I believe that we should learn as women what happens through our monthly cycle, how that affects our behaviors with food and our blood sugar, how that affects our desires to move our body. I think we should have that available to us in main curriculum. In this moment in time, we don't have that. But if we can give that to the next generation, you know, that's so, so powerful. So having a really holistic, supportive, high-level experience to receive and achieve your weight loss goal is so important, because it gives you that knowledge that just benefits you for the rest of your life. And as we transition through becoming a mother, if that's something you want to do, entering into menopause, you know, we go through these chapters as women, and our physiology changes through those chapters. And it's thinking about getting to know your body baseline, where you're at right now, and then understanding what your body is going to need through those different chapters of pregnancy, menopause, things like that. Like education that's just, it's invaluable. It really is. So if you haven't had that before, you know, if you've just had a blanket plan and you haven't actually had someone focused on you and giving you that educational piece, again, it's no surprise that it hasn't stuck. I'm personally someone that I really love to understand the context behind what I'm being asked to do. I want to know the why. And I think I learned that because I definitely learned that. Not I think I learned that. I definitely learned that going through multiple coaches that led me into really bad situations with my health. You know, they gave me diet plans that I look back, they make no sense for female physiology. And I just followed them like a sheep because I wanted the outcome so much. And now I'm the flip of that. I want to always know why. And I want to know, the concept behind what someone's asking me to do. And that's really important to me. And that's something that we love to be able to share. You know, education really is power. And it's why, for instance, in the FitQueen program, we have the experts in the program that are there to educate. We as a coaching team want to always provide the why and the how. And it's so insightful for clients to be able to then feed that back onto friends, family, next generation. The next piece as well, my favorite one, is you perhaps have identified that you really do want to make a forever change. But think about the small little moments at the moment that are painful for you, that you want to eradicate from your life. And I think that will help to guide you as to whether this is the right solution to start on your weight loss journey. And what I mean by that is, it isn't really about this, you know, this goal of losing 30, 50 pounds. Yes, it's very descriptive. And perhaps you identify yourself as feeling good, 30 pounds lighter or 50 pounds lighter. But what if we got a bit more specific and started to think about, what is it in your life right now, in your day-to-day, that is difficult for you? Because it's those moments that we want to eradicate. It's those moments that we want to change. So get clear on your why. And you might want to achieve, X amount of weight loss, but get clear on actually the specifics of why you want to achieve it. So for me, my ones were, I wanted to be able to wear my sister's clothes. She had beautiful clothes. She was always so petite when we were growing up. She used to catch me trying her clothes on and get really cross with me because I would stretch them, in quotation marks. Well, I definitely did stretch them. And I just wanted the ease of being like, oh, Izzy bought this beautiful top the other day. Right, on it goes. And my sister actually traveled away a lot. And I actually went to visit her in Australia after I'd lost weight. And I remember she was like, Emily, why don't you wear these jeans that I've got? And instantly my mind was like, no, because my mind was like, they won't fit. And then I was like, oh, hang on a minute. No, I'm a smaller person now. Maybe they might fit. I was like, oh, actually okay, I'll give them a go. And I remember I went to put them on just thinking they're going to get stuck at the thighs. They're going to get stuck at the thighs. And they didn't. They did up. And I was like, a moment of just closure of, I wanted this level of ease. The reason she was lending me the jeans was because we went out surfing, we got soaking wet, I was freezing cold, and I needed some dry clothes to put on. And I just wanted the ease of being like, I need dry clothes, and oh, there's a pair of jeans, and on they went. And it was that moment then, I just wanted that ease with my sister. Now, everybody's experiences will be different. What you desire is different and unique to you. But what can you put pen to paper on or visualize right now? What's painful that's coming up day to day? Those are the things that we want to be able to overcome through your weight loss journey. How is how you feel about your body holding you back right now? Get so clear on those. Once you've got those down, I guarantee that will be enough desire to go, yes, I am ready, and I'm not having this going on any longer. I'm not having these moments in my important day being hijacked anymore. I'm starting this journey because I am going to make the forever change, and I'm going to take these difficult moments and turn them into positive, freeing moments moving forward. And then the last one is, I want you to think about this journey, not fixated on weight loss. I want you to think about it as a holistic journey of receiving so much more than just losing some pounds. What will be born from this journey is huge. And it's sometimes hard to visualize. Like, I didn't realize when I was starting my journey of weight loss, the benefits I would actually create for myself. I had no idea. So I appreciate today, you might be like, well, I don't know what that will look like for me. So perhaps just sharing some insight there with the things that it will look like. And it is ease. It's just simply getting up in the morning and actually desiring moving your body. It's, being able to just go for dinner and not overeat and just walk to the car park, get in the car and just feel comfortable in your jeans. It's just those small little moments that really add up. And this is a holistic journey of you actually looking after your body and going, body, I've got you. Like, I'm not going to overfeed you. I'm not going to underfeed you. I'm entering into this journey to build a better relationship with you, body. That's where the weight loss journey needs to start from. Because the weight loss will happen as a byproduct. If you just focus on improving that relationship with your body, really leaning into creating a really nutritious way of eating, really leaning into creating more balance in the way you handle, socializing, alcohol, things like that. Just leaning into a more holistic approach of being kinder to your body. Trust me, the weight loss will come as a byproduct. But I believe that really the main focus should always be, I need to holistically improve the way I live my life. And if I do that, the weight loss piece will come. And there'll be so many benefits that come through for you. And feeling good. You just want to feel good. And that's what we're here to do. So I hope this has been helpful. If you've been thinking about starting your journey, wondering whether it's the right move for you, I hope this has given you insight there's some tasks there that I've plopped in as well for you to be able to do. Get writing, think about those moments through your day that you want to turn from perhaps what feels difficult at the moment into a more freeing, easy flowing day-to-day life. Get those on paper. It goes without saying, my invoice is always open to have a conversation about what you'd love to create. If really improving your holistic health is important for you, then I'm always happy to have a conversation and see whether the FitQueen program could really support you. We really work with women that want to create that sustainable change, and sustainability has to be the first point of call. With the right support, you absolutely can create success. And I want you to really believe into that today and find the joy and excitement in making forever change. I hope this has been helpful, and I will speak to you soon.